Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working with Ivory, who's a 3-year-old quarter horse, and he has some challenges getting into a canter online on a small circle. So we're going to show you how to troubleshoot that and work through it, and overall building a concept of how to work with your horse where they're at. So the concept of working with your horse where they're at is one of the most important things I could ever share with you. One of my mentors is a guy named Doug Jordan, and we had a dinner conversation a little while ago, and people are always trying to get him to give them steps. Give me, what is this step, and then step 2, and then step 3, and he's really hesitant to give people steps of, and his deal is training cutting horses, how to give people steps on how to train a cutting horse or steps for doing this. And for the main reason that he's reluctant to give these steps is because there is a kind of skeleton to follow, but more than that, you want to be able to every day work with your horse where they're at. And it's so easy to, as for a humans want steps. We want to have a sequence to follow and steps. And it's so easy to jump into where we think the horse is at or where we want the horse to be at instead of observing that horse today, because they might be at a different place than they were yesterday. Observing where are they at today? Are they afraid of it? Are they willful? Are they being stubborn? Are they pushing out? Are they leaning in? Are they fast or slow? Where are they at just with everything, and reading them? And then that gives you the starting point. We could maybe call that the try line. A friend of mine named Jake uses that. The idea of a try line. And so, you say, this is where that horse is at. And again, this is relevant to whatever it is you're asking your horse to do. So today's purposes, we're going to be looking at circling. So this horse is having some trouble. He was came off the track. He was a race for a little while. And so he was used to cantering in straight lines or galloping in straight lines, not small circles. And so I'm going to show you how we're going to gradually build. If I just told somebody, just do 4 laps of canter each way, it's like, that would be, maybe that's where he's at, but maybe not. Let's find out. So let's go ahead and work with him a little bit on circling, and let's see where he's at with this. So I'm going to first just get him started on the circle. And so far, my initial impression is that he's being a little slow, a little lazy today. We've actually had a lot of storms the last few days, and I've kind of wondered to myself, do horses sleep during storms? Did he get good rest last night, or is he actually a little groggy from the storm? He's outside with a shelter and everything, but it's just interesting. So leave a comment below and let me know what your thought is on that. When storms are coming in, do you think your horses are not as well rested the next day? So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Okay, so where he's at is a walk, right? So if I just said, hey, canter, it would just not be there, right? Now, I could try that to kind of show you guys, but I think you guys could see he's not thinking about cantering. Where is he at? He's thinking about stopping and standing still. So I'm going to build his life up with the trot. So I'm going to bring my life up here, ask him to trot. I'm going to tap him on the butt, and then I'm going to reset. I'm going to slow him down to kind of build this life up. Life up again. Little spank. So this horse, I've really enjoyed working with him. He's a really quiet, good-natured horse, and it's kind of not super surprising maybe that he didn't really make it as a racehorse. But the program that he comes from, they do a fantastic job of restarting their horses when they're done racing. And they don't race them excessively to the point where they're... Ooh, that was pretty good. They don't race them too much to where they can't continue. So his life is up a little bit more now, so let's go ahead and ask for canter. So I gave him a little longer rope, but you can see there he kind of wanted to fade out. So he's also really pulling out on the circle right there. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to bring him in. So again, if I said, where is he at? We had to bring his life up from the trot. And then when I asked him to canter, he really pulled out that direction towards you guys. And so before I got to that point, I hunkered down on the rope and I brought him in, and I said, actually, that's where we come in on the circle. So now he's coming in and he's getting relief, meaning there was more pressure on him out on that circle cantering. And again, this is true whether you're riding him, whether you're on the ground. I'm showing this on the ground because that's where we're at with him. He actually canters easier under saddle than he does on the ground here. So anyways, Now he's in the circle getting relief. I also want to take a moment here to make a point that horses are very aware of location, direction. Okay, so they're very aware of where pressure came on and where they got relief. So pressure was on over there with the halter, then he got relief here in the center of my circle, facing that way. These are all key elements to note of him figuring out, what do I want? You know, it's like I can't speak English to him and say, hey, turn it on the circle over there and that's where I want you to be. Horses are trying to pick up where do they feel comfortable, where do they feel pressure coming on, and that's how they're gonna understand things, okay? So let's try it again. So again, I'm gonna pick the trot to get his life up at versus the canter. So meaning I'm trying to get him to go more from like a halt to it there. See, now I got enough. You could call that a canterable trot. That's a canterable trot, okay? He's got enough life in the trot there that if I go, we could probably get him into a canter. So he didn't pull as hard. We're gonna go ahead and bring him in right there again. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a pattern. So I like that he didn't pull as hard right away. But anytime you're trying to, you know, kind of correct something with a horse, you want to use yields and you want to use a pattern. Okay, so everything we do with horses, confidence yields patterns. Confidence is he comfortable enough with everything I'm doing here to learn? Let's check. Then you go, do I have the yields? The yields are him moving off the pressure with the stick and string if I ask him to go. And then the pattern is, what am I asking? Where are his feet going? Where does he start? Where does he finish? Okay, what is the sequence of events that are happening here? Horses are very aware of patterns, so we can really leverage this in our training. So now that was the second time of doing that pattern of circle, canter, come in here. Okay, so we're going to do that one more time, and theoretically he won't pull as hard over there. And the thing that we're also looking at here is I need to see him get 1% better. If you try to take a horse like him and where he was at was just standing still walking, so the fact that we're already cantering a part of a circle is a fairly significant step up there, okay? So my goal is always 1% better. And if I quit the horse when they improve 1%, as long as they're comfortable enough to learn, they're going to be more than 1% better tomorrow. That's usually how it goes. So you can see, he was ready. I don't know if you guys could see that, but that was so much better. That was so much softer right there through that. So I'm going to quit him on that side on that circle. I hope you guys could see he was thinking about canter. Maybe we could replay that clip again so you can see that sequence. He was preparing for the canter over here, and I went, sure, you want a canter? I didn't have to set him up. He knew it was coming, and then he was much softer coming through here. Now, he did pull out a little bit over there, but he was able to get through this spot, which is our first difficult spot. So I'm really happy with where he's at on that side. And so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna work this horse on the other side and see if we can get the canter going over there. But I think that's going to be it for you guys with the video. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys can see how important it is to always work with your horse where they're at, understand where they're at the beginning of each session, and build progress from there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.